Yo, what's up? This is Tall Man Tarot. Welcome. Little messages for the collective, man. Having a good time. I hope you're having a good time. I guess wish you guys, happy Independence Day or happy barbecue and whatever the hell day. Happy American holiday. Hope you guys get with family. Have plenty of ribs and baked beans and potato salad and play with the babies. I love the babies. I love the babies. Who are you? You're probably asking yourself, who am I? Who these messages keep? Who are they talking to? Surely that's not my life. Someone is not a rising star because they chose to use rituals and weird shit. And the weird shit that they used was confusion and illusion spells. Spirit saw this while they were doing it. Like almost catching them in the act of doing it. But Spirit just watched. They did not block. They allowed. They allowed it. They allowed it. They knew that it wasn't going anywhere, what the person was doing. They realized the person wasn't going to change. And that this person wasn't going to ever use like their... I'm getting a sense that whoever did this is somebody that, with every chance to do something right, they choose to use their powers to do something wrong. And this was, it feels like, I wanted to say this is the final blow. Like they waited, they watched them do it, and they allowed them to think that they did it. Ooh. Yep. Because they saw that they were using it for some type of manipulation, using their gifts for evil. Using their intentions, their gifts, their abilities for evil. And they let it happen. Spirit let it happen. They were like, we see you. Hello, we're right here looking at you. Their family, 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 family. They had no concern for their family. And so Spirit stopped them from being able to do divination. They stopped some type of false narrative. They were attacking somebody. So it looks like we're looking at this from an angle of Spirit watching a person that is doing something to somebody. And so they're kind of explaining the story of what happened from a different angle. Spirit says, we know that you're tired of hearing it being presented from the same angle. So here's a different angle. And this is going to keep coming out, right? Until the story changes, the grand story, until the story changes. So this is a different angle. The false narrative was for the flying monkeys or whatever. So someone had cast a confusion illusion spell, maybe started talking shit about someone to other people. Whoever that someone is chosen more than likely, and everything that they were doing was being monitored by spirit. Spirit watched it take place this entire time just to see where the person's head was at, what they were trying to accomplish, and what they were doing, right? Spirit realized that this person had no concern for their family. So are you a part of their family? Will something that happens to you affect their family and they have no remorse on doing anything like that? Spirit knew that they weren't going to allow this thing to go full term. They just wanted to let it go far enough to see if this person was going to go as far, see how far this person was going to go with this. But at the same time, this person has had to do something like this before, because the judgment is like, okay, this person's never going to change. This person's never going to take the high road. Yeah. This person is pained by abuse and abandonment from the past. That's where all of this stems from. They have abandonment issues. They've grown up being abused mentally and physically. This is you. Something about that. Yeah, this is you. But what's not understood is why. Is it because of all of that good energy that you carry? This person really could have been something. When I get the rising star in reverse, that means this person has something. They could have been something. They could, had they used their powers for good, they could have been something. Like something special. What they call it, high vibrational burps, spirit burps, whatever. They could have been a divine counterpart, is what I'm feeling. They just chose to go the wrong way. They chose dark. They chose the dark over the light. There it is. I asked why. I said, why would they do something to you if they seen you as all of these great things? Jealousy and envy. We got the courthouse in reverse. What is that? You judged them. There it is. My ear just started ringing on the right. Your light, your positivity, and the way that you are casted some kind of judgment on this person. And it brought about jealousy and envy because they did not want to be judged by you. Just your mere existence around them makes them feel judged for the way that they are because they're dark. They're dark. Ooh. but you were in a commitment with this person. Man, that's horrible. So why would you even be in a commitment with someone if you feel this way? People are, they got something from you more than likely. Yep, they were in fucking I just said that shit. You can't make this up. They were in poverty. And you must have abundance. They didn't have anybody else. This person's been cut off by everybody. Probably because everybody's light irritates the shit out of their darkness. But you were the worst, is what I just heard. You were the worst. Maybe you embody what they really want to be. You were what they want to be. We have rich guy. They saw you as someone that was very abundant. Let's say that. They saw you as somebody that was very abundant. They saw that it looked like you had everything in order, like your chakras were lined up, and they saw that you were being held at high honor. They felt that. And you were a fucking star seed. Your light irritated their darkness very much. This is why they're doing this to you. And Spirit watched all of this. This is why Spirit is even intervening in this, is because you're not someone that deserves that. And apparently you didn't see this person like that. You didn't see this. It's like you see the good in everyone. And you didn't see this about this person. You didn't see this at all. You're like too busy shining. You have such like good intentions, and your vibration is high, like you didn't really see this. Spirit did though. Something about a third party is gone. So I'm going to bring these two together right here. And then I don't have the flying monkeys anymore. Whoever they were whispering to and spreading shit, the flying monkeys, they're out of this. They're backed out. Or either they choose not to entertain this anymore, because they realize that you're a high priestess. They realized the narrative was false. They realized this person is never going to change too. And they realize that you're protected. They realized that it was a false contract. Like this person got involved with you for the wrong reasons. It was a false contract. And they're probably talking amongst each other. When you talk shit to other people, whoever you run to talk shit to, well, as soon as you leave, they turn and run and talk shit about you to the next person. And in turn, that next person runs and talks shit about the person that talks shit about you. Like, that's the way this shit goes. And that's what's happening to this person. The rumor mill is in motion right now. Talk of the town type shit. They're looking bad because they did something to somebody good. Somebody that's held in high honor. Somebody that didn't even see that in them and didn't do anything bad to them at all. Wow. But they're saying there's no more conflict because that karmic individual is removed. Yeah, Spirit handled that. And you can expect any time now for what? You can expect to be moving on any day now. Hell nah. I just did that just to mess around. Let me go back to that. Where's that card at? Where is it at? There it is. I said you could expect any day now. And I said, for what, Spirit? To be moving on. Yee! You can't make this kind of shit up. These people that say that this shit is like, I don't know, how do you make this up? Foolish. They're afraid of what they don't understand. It keeps them blind. This person is in imprisonment because you are a nice person. Like I said, you didn't I think you saw real love in this person. They're not the divine counterpart. Like I said before here, they had the ability or the chance to be a divine counterpart to you. That's what you seen. You thought that they would be a divine counterpart to you. So you picked correctly off of you saw their soul. You knew what they were supposed to be. They don't know what they're supposed to be. They just see that their abilities can bring them some type of advantage, and they used it in a bad way. Whatever their light was, they used it in a bad way. And they've been using it in a bad way. They don't use their shit for good. They're a divine counterpart that doesn't use, it's like I can't say evil, they're just an opportunist divine counterpart, an opportunist karmic divine counterpart. There you go. But all you saw being chosen, all you saw was the resonance. I don't know. All you saw was the part of their soul that was saying, "Hey, this is a divine counterpart. Oh shit, this divine counterpart might need a little dusting off, but they're going to turn into a divine counterpart. This is my end all be all. This is what God brought for me." So that's what made you join into this situation. And this person just used, they treated you like you were a regular, what do they call those dudes? A John or some shit. Like you're just someone, a simp. Like you're just someone that they can take advantage of and use their little shitty gifts in a dark way to take from you. They just saw you as an abundant person. And they did whatever it took. My nose is itching so bad. And they just did whatever it took to take. Thank you, Spirit. It took a while for that to come together. I see it now. I understand. Wow. Yeah. This person was planning on Spirit is not surprised that they didn't step up and awaken. Like I said, they saw that they were never going to change. Boy, my right ear is going crazy with every single card that drops. Spirit saw that they were never going to change. It was like, okay, this was a test. Sorry about that. Let's get back to it. Like I said, Spirit is basically saying we're not surprised that this person didn't awaken to their divine union, to their divine position, to their divine job, because all they thought about was getting rich, and they thought about getting rich off of the mature other person, the mature party. So it was like all they were thinking about was taking money to become rich. Like they had this idea of being rich, and so there's been a death to that. So, and in my mind, in my intuition, death magic doesn't mean like death. It means like they put a stop to that way of thinking in that person's mind, crashes the ship. Like this is the last time that they're going to be able to do that. Last time. This is it. This was their last time. They tried to off a starseed. They fucked with the wrong person. And that is what's giving the starseed. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not what's giving the starseed. This is putting, the money is out of their reach. The money has been put out of their reach. And they don't want this to end because they didn't even get to what it is that they were trying to get to. So there's something that they think that you possess that they want to get a hold to it, and they were never able to reach it. They were never able to get to the big lick, you know? They weren't able to get to that. And that's why they don't want this to end, is because they know that you possess something and they didn't get to it. Wow, this person is something else. And this is why. This is their fall. Whatever divine ability that they had, the legal team has came in and said, yeah, no. That's it. The spiritual legal team. And their distant future involves them not being a boss of nothing. Of nothing. And their manifestations have been taken away. They can no longer manifest because they use other things to gain. And I heard it's inside of, like, this person doesn't even realize that the power to do whatever it is that they want to do is inside of them. See, because they were meant to be a divine counterpart, but they're no longer a divine counterpart. But the thing is they had whatever ability to do whatever they wanted to do without the use of outside things, but they chose to use outside things to try to manipulate. They try to use that for their manifestations. Now they're not going to be able to manipulate anything anymore because they went up against a high priest, a high priestess. It's done. It's done. They just ended their relationship. They just lost touch. They lost the tethered connection that we have to the divine, right? This was their last chance. And they resorted to evil for the last chance. And Spirit was watching this time. Spirit watched it. And while you are getting some type of achievement collective, they're going to be like wishing that they can re-enter, say hello. But it's all about this right here. Because they know if they can get you with this, then they can take away your bliss. Wow, that rhymed. They can take away your bliss. Wow, that flew out. They're coming with it. They're coming with their love offer. They're trying to get back. Just remember the abuse. Remember everything that Spirit showed you in this situation. Some of them, they're going to try to use a child, but the truth is, it's just jealous and envy. Or they're going to behave like a child. Either way. They're hoping to take advantage of your sweetheart nature. because they are now back where they started. You just put them back in the streets, is what I heard, because they were not the divine counterpart. What a story. I love it. Now you're going back to being the nice person that you were. Back to being the abundant person that you were before. And you're going to be getting a new home. That looks like a pretty dope home too. Got a fence, got some trees, got a yard to play. Look at that. All the good stuff. You got something good coming to you. I think it feels like they're saying your abundance is like not going to end. You got rid of Spirit got rid of a fake boss. I'm gonna leave it there. I can go on forever because when me and Spirit start conversating and co-creating, it just keeps going. It's so informative. It never stops. I love you all, man. Like the video, share, subscribe, join the family. You know, I need it. I need all the love that I can get. You know, I need it all. I need it all. I want to be able to continue to do this for you guys. So support the channel. You know, support. If this resonates, you know, like I said, follow, like, share, subscribe, hype, whatever it takes. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.